was 18 years old and had just graduated from high school. And needless to say, it was devastating when we learned that he had been shot, because there's so much that was going on during that period as it relates to the civil rights movement. It's almost at the peak, of the civil rights movement.
And what did you know about Dr. King and at that time?
I knew that he was the front runner. He was probably the most visible person during that time as it related to the movement and nonviolence. There were those of us, and I have to admit this, who had somewhat of an issue dealing with turn the other cheek, because that's kind of hard. When somebody's attacking you, you want to attack back. But he was so profound in what he said, and so uh, uh, for lack of a better word, so dedicated to nonviolence that you stop and you listen, because when people are attacking you, natural instinct wants to attack back. But even today, his voice alone resonates in such a way that it goes all the way back to 1968 for a person like me who's running a black newspaper, a person who was pretty much dedicated to the cause. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I just graduated. We had moved to Tampa, and there was quite a bit of rioting. There was quite a bit of disharmony and unrest, because he was the lifeline to the movement, so to speak. And a lot of folk felt like when we lost him, we lost such a personal part of us, because that was during a time where we were transitioning from that hardcore core Jim Crow attitude to a new day for black folk, beginning to understand who we really were and what we represented as a presence and a power in this country. And then to lose the person who we saw as the person who was spearheading the whole event, not the whole event, but the whole revolution. Let me say revolution. To think that we lost that person so suddenly, it was just a lot to take in, especially for a person who just graduated. I was still 17 when I graduated, so I said 18, but no, I was still 17. I wasn't going to be 18 until that November, and it was, and we were growing up in Burke County, in rural Burke County, where there was so much racism, so much disharmony, so much racial hatred, uh, and then having to live with and deal with that, and then to lose Dr. King, that was a bit much.